Hey guys, it's Michaela here. So today I'm going to be showing you guys what's on my iPhone, and I have the iPhone 7. I used to have the iPhone SE and I loved that phone so much. It had a headphone jack, it was pink, it was small, it was perfect. But unfortunately, a couple months ago it actually died on me. But yeah, so that happened, so I had to get a new phone, and it's funny because you guys are probably gonna be like, that is such an old phone, it's the iPhone 7, like what the heck, we're on the iPhone 11, and I know, I get it. But I am on a budget here, so I have my iPhone 7 and it's pink, it's small, it does what it needs to do, so I'm happy with it. I really love it. Also, my case is from Amazon. It's this like really cute spacey kind of case. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so my lock screen, it just says you're not stuck, and it has this little blurb of like how you're supposed to use new patterns to solve new problems. And I got this from Haley Pham. She has this lock screen on her phone and I just really liked it and it inspired me. But anyways, let's get into the app. So the first page, you just have the regular apps, so I'm not gonna get into those. And then my home screen is actually a photo that I took in New York City in Hershey World, which is like the Hershey store there, and the pictures of these really cute s'mores pins that I totally should have got and I didn't, but it's okay. I have a picture of them. I just really like it. It's colorful, it makes me happy. So the first app that I have is GarageBand, and it's kind of weird. So like on and off, I'll kind of be really interested in like music production and stuff, so then that's why I have it, because it's actually like a really great application to do that and it's free. So the first folder is called social networking. I didn't name any of these folders, they kind of just named themselves. But in here we have Google Duo, which I literally have never used. I only downloaded it because my cousin asked me to. We haven't even used it, so I don't know, but it's basically like Google Hangouts, I think. Then we have Zoom and House Party, which is basically the same thing. It's just video conferencing. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or Android, which is really nice. But I like House Party a lot more because it has these cool games and stuff. The next up we have is Microsoft Outlook, and I only have this for school. It's just the app that is my school email, so that's why I have it. Then we have Tumblr, which I love for like fandoms and stuff and just searching like Anthony or Andy Mack content. And then we have Twitter, which is totally underrated. I love Twitter. The people on Twitter honestly are some of the funniest people ever, and I just love going through like the hashtags, and it is a time. Then we have Snapchat, which you guys should totally add me on. It's the same as my YouTube channel name, Michaelified. I post behind the scenes and just funny random things that happen in my life. So the next folder is called Finance. Again, I did not name these folders. Honestly, this folder is really random, but the first app is PayPal, and that's just great for tracking like my money and stuff. And then we have Amazon, which I love Amazon so much, and if you want to see like my favorite Amazon products, I have them linked down below in the description. But yeah, I buy a ton of things off there. The next two apps are pretty much the same. They're called Preview and Feed Preview, and the reason I have two of them is because I don't know which one I like better yet. But yeah, these apps are mainly to help you plan your feed and kind of see what photos look good together, and I think you can also schedule posts on these apps, which is super cool, especially if you are a content creator. The next app is Depop, and ever since I cleaned out my closet, I've been wanting to buy clothes, and I don't know, I feel like Depop you can find like really cute clothes that aren't too overpriced or anything because it's personal people selling them, and yeah, that's pretty much why I have it. The next app is Podcasts, and I have really been getting into podcasts this year. I don't know, I feel like it's such an easy way to learn so much without having to do like actual work, because all you're doing is listening. My favorite podcasts to listen to are usually related to like YouTube and stuff. So I love Call Me Candid with Haley Pham and Lily Ann. I love this one called Video Creators by Tim Schmoyer. And then I love this one called TubeBuddy. I forget the guy's name, but there's two different podcasts he does with TubeBuddy, and they're really great, amazing for YouTubers, and yeah, I really recommend those. The next up is Camera Connect, and the reason that I have this is because with the Canon G7X camera, which I use for like vlogging and a lot of my videos and stuff, you can wirelessly transfer photos and videos through this app, so that's so useful. The next folder is called Entertainment, and this is where I watch a lot of my favorite TV shows. So I have ABC, and oh my gosh, I love so many shows on ABC, CW, and then I have Winscribe because when I was watching Anthony, this was just an app that I would use to help me watch Anthony, if you know what I'm saying. Then I have movies. So recently I got the movie Little Woman as Blu-ray, digital, and DVD. So for the digital code, basically you put in that code into this app and then you can watch the movie. So that's why I have that app. And then I have NBC. So the next app is Gmail, and oh my gosh, I have way too many emails. It's insane. And when I say emails, I don't mean emails, I mean like email accounts. But yeah, that's just perfect for personal emails and YouTube emails. So the next app is Instagram, and you guys should totally follow me on Instagram. I've been really trying to up my game and post really cute photos photos. I love Instagram. I love seeing like people's styles and outfits and just connecting with people. I love talking to you guys on there. The next app is YouTube, and this is such a great app. Obviously, you guys are watching YouTube right now. The next app is Disney Plus, and I love Disney Plus. I love High School Musical, the musical series. I love Diary of a Future President. I love a lot of the Disney shows that are on there. It's just such a great streaming service if you love Disney. The next app I have is Fonto, and this is the best text app for thumbnails because it's free. You can do pretty much anything on there. So if you're a YouTuber or you just want to make like a sign or something, a poster, this is such a great app for that. The next folder is photo and video. This is pretty much where all my photo editing apps are. So I have Superimpose, which is 99 cents in the App Store, but is such a great app. It is amazing. You can make PNGs, you can do masks. There's a lot of things you can do in this app. Yeah, I love this app so much. In my opinion, I feel like it's kind of like the Photoshop for iPhone. And then they also have Superimpose X, which is just diagonal across from there. This one gives you a lot more features that are really, really awesome, but this one also costs money, I think. But I think both of them are so worth it. Superimpose, the original one, I think is a little bit easier for beginners to use, but Superimpose X does give you features that are really, really great and useful. Even for making thumbnails, this app is actually really amazing. You can do like the outlines and shadows and all that stuff. The next app is Afterlight, and this is pretty much your standard, typical, you know, saturation, exposure. Honestly, it's pretty much the same as VSCO, and Afterlight costs like 99 cents. There's nothing really special about it. There's some things like light leaks and stuff that you can use, but honestly, like unless you're really into photo editing, I don't really think you need it. The next app is Lightroom, and I really, really love this app. I think that there's certain features in this app that the other photo editing apps don't really have, and I feel like, I don't know, with this app, I feel like there's so many photos that I edit on it that I really, really love how they come out. I've just been using it a lot recently, so I really do like that app. Except the one downside though is that they have removed some features that I really, really loved on it. So they're still there, but we have to pay for that. So that's really aggravating because I used to use those features all the time and now I can't. So the next app is Sketchbook, and recently I made a 100 things to do when you're bored during quarantine video, and I was asking you guys for a really good app for digital drawing, and one of you guys mentioned Autodesk Sketchbook, I'm pretty sure is the full name of the app, and I love this app so much. There's so many features that you can do on it, and it's completely free. That's the best part of it, because there are so many different apps that I was trying out that you could only do so many things, and if you wanted to do X, Y, and Z, you had to pay money, but this one is by far my favorite, and I really, really love this one. And then I already talked about Superimpose X, has really great features, great for thumbnails. And then we have Fuji, which is just, I mean, there was just that period in like 2018, 2019 that everyone was using this, and it's a nice app. I really like the filter that it puts in photos, and it's cute. The next app is VSCO, which you guys definitely all know. This is pretty much your standard basic app, and yeah, it's pretty good. It has, you know, the basic editing features, and it's pretty much free. There are some features that they have taken away for free users, so now you have to pay for them. But for the majority of the features on the app, you don't have to pay anything, which is really, really nice. Then we have Pixar, which I've had for the longest time, and it is so underrated, I think. Even by me, I didn't really realize how many features they had added in the past few years. This is definitely, I would say, my second favorite app for thumbnails. You can put a lot of cute stickers on them, and that's like, oh, that's one of my favorite features about the app, is that you can search for stickers that are like already pre-made and just add them onto your thumbnail or your photo, and it's just such a great app. The only con I would say is that for text, it's not the best app. I definitely think Fonto by far outperforms this app. I wish that they could collab, make one app so you could have text and the features of Pixar in one app. The next app is YouTube Studio, and if you are a YouTuber, this is a great app to kind of see who comments on your videos, and you can kind of like reply to those comments and see your analytics and all that stuff. Then we have Netflix, and I'm always on and off of having a Netflix subscription because I can't be paying every single month. That's way too expensive, but there are some great shows on Netflix, and whenever I do have a subscription, I love watching those shows. The next folder is called Games, and I always like to have a handful of games so that if I'm in an area where there's no cell service, I have something to do on my phone. So I have Mario Kart, which just, I mean, it's Mario Kart. There's nothing more I can even say. I love that game so much. Then we have Prize Claw, which I've had this game for such a long while. At least my iPod I did, and it's basically just a claw machine game, and it's pretty addicting, really fun. Then we have 2048, which I honestly don't really play that much, but it is addicting. Then we have Mario Run, and I mean, it's Mario, like, ugh, I love Mario. And then we have Minecraft, which that's a solid app, you know, like you can do creative mode, you can do survival. The next app I have is Google Docs. docs, and in a lot of my like film classes and stuff, I've definitely been using this a lot to share documents with people. So the next app is, I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's either Celtics or Celtics. I'm gonna say Celtics. But this is basically a app for script writing, and it makes it really easy to write in script writing format. But yeah, I really like this app and website. The next app is Google Calendar, and I've always heard people raving about Google Calendar, and I actually never really used it, but I recently downloaded it a couple months ago, and I really liked it. You can kind of schedule in blocks of time like what you want to do that day, and it's nice to kind of have a digital calendar. So that's a really good app and it's free. The next app is Spotify, and honestly, I am probably going to delete this after this video because I have hated Spotify for as long as I can remember. I'm not gonna lie about that. But recently I was recommended a playlist on Spotify, so I had to download it to listen to it. So I was on Spotify and I made an account and I was listening to music, and I was like, oh wow, this app is kind of good. Like, they recommended me songs. But the thing is I think they give you like a week free trial of premium, but they don't really tell you that, because when I first had the app, like the couple of days that I had it, it let me listen to whatever song I wanted. I had unlimited skips, but now when I try to use it, it said, oh, you only have 6 skips per hour and like all these different things. And I was like, no. That's why I hated Spotify, because they just make it so difficult for no reason. Like, if you don't have premium, they make it so annoying. They only give you 6 skips per hour. If you try to play a song, it plays a different song. Like, nobody asked for this. So I don't know, if it keeps doing that, I'm definitely gonna delete it, because that's just too much work. And I can listen to music for free on YouTube, I can listen to music for free on SoundCloud, and that's it. And then the last app is SoundCloud, and this is basically my backup for Spotify, because if it keeps treating me mean, I'm deleting it and Spotify will replace it. That's pretty much the end of the story. But yeah, I love SoundCloud. There's such great songs on SoundCloud, and I definitely think it's underrated. It's free and it isn't annoying as Spotify, so that's the tea on that. So that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and comment down below one of your favorite apps to use, whether it's a game or a photo editing app. I love hearing about new apps to try out. And yeah, if you don't already, make sure to follow me on my Instagram and Snapchat. It's a super fun time on there, and I'll see you guys in my next video.